best he can with our limited resources.
Total mission failure! We'll never get another shot at the target because of you. This is what happens when a criminal gets in the way of real soldiers.
You're welcome. Next time I'll let the enemy kill you.
We had them in a corner until you started tossing thermal detonators. I lost 4 good people because of your lack of discipline.
If they were so good, why are they dead?
I don't care what happened on Zakul. I'm just happy you two made it back in one piece.
A lot of people weren't so lucky. That's on her.
It wasn't a complete loss. I grabbed something on the way out.
My fire team covered you.
Yeah. Point is, we lifted the data core from a security console right outside that hyperwave relay station. It's not the key to the Gemini frequency, but it does contain a massive file archive all about those droids.
I'll put Scorpio to work sifting through the information. See if there's anything to salvage from this fiasco.
There's bound to be something we can use. We're not giving up on eliminating Arkin's fleet.
We won't get a second chance at the hyperwave relay station. We'll just have to hope we find an alternative.
It could have gone much worse, but we can't let this happen again. Khalil disobeyed a direct order from you when she went after Major Jorgen. In the SIS, she'd be classified as a rogue agent and sanctioned accordingly.
Do you have anything to say in your defense?
You knew what I was when you hired me. I shouldn't have to apologize.
You did your best. So did he. That's all I ask. End of discussion.
Fine. If anyone needs me for the rest of the day, find someone else. I'll start with her fingertips and work my way up. Take one knuckle at a time, then her hands.
Do you remember, Mother? Not what she is now. Who are the children?
I remember her telling Father I was dangerous. How I had to be controlled. She always hated me.
She never understood us. Oh, Father.
She helped the Outlander steal our pretties. They took everything.
Those things can be replaced.
When all the worlds we've conquered find out what's happened, they'll think we're weak. Test us.
I remain the greatest power the galaxy has ever seen. My enemies know what I'll do to them if they cross me.
Fear is always free.
I will be generous with it.
Master Jedi, we're ready.
Where are the others?
Theron is online from the Mistani sector. The rest are unavailable, on scouting or security detail.
I'd prefer to be patrolling myself. Can we proceed?
I have additional information regarding the Gemini network that controls the Eternal Fleet. The network links mechanical captains inside the fleet's ships. Their security protocols cannot be directly subverted.
Why not?
Because the Gemini captains are based on me.
I understood your design was unique, or close to it. Now you're saying Zakul has an army of Scorpio models?
Imitations programmed to control the fleet. How they came to exist, I do not know, but I will not be imitated. Based on what I have decoded, the Geminis are produced from a mold, a template, Gemini Prime.
Why a physical template?
My technology is not easily duplicated. The Gemini Prime is linked to a factory on the world of Darvanis. Retrieve the unit and I will unlock the secrets of the network and the fleet.
We get the Eternal Fleet, and you find out who's been copying you and how. Is that the deal?
Yes.
I know Darvanis. One of the first worlds we conquered when the war started. A staging point into the wider galaxy. That factory builds droids, weapons, starships. It's a key resource, fortified accordingly, fully automated defenses.
I've seen its like, tunnels running kilometers deep, too large for a strike team.
Then we plan a full-scale assault. How close are we to assembling an army?
We don't have nearly enough people here. But Theron...
I've been securing military allies along the rim. There's a favor I can pull in. Rather not say more over the comm, but I can set a rendezvous with forces on Darvanis. You can take the factory and grab Gemini.
It's been a while since I led troops into battle, but that's the burden of a Jedi in wartime.
I'll signal our allies. Any luck, they'll be on Darvanis before you.
The rest of you, get the gravestone ready for combat. Once we have Gemini Prime, it'll be us against the fleet. One way or another.
Well, you're on the wrong planet. The Hutt pleasure worlds are a dozen parsecs out.
Shut up, Como. You're in good shape for a dead woman.
Shay Vizsla. I wasn't expecting Mandalorians.
We're what you got. Heard you need a factory pulverized.
A dozen clans stand with Mandalore the Avenger. We're ready for blood, even if our enemies are built of metal and grease.
Mandalore the Avenger?
Rough few years. Eternal fleets kept us under siege on the Heart Worlds. I picked up the title along the way. When your spy boy offered a chance to hit back, I agreed. Been on defense too long.
Then we fight together, Mandalore. Against Zakul and the galaxy. We'll topple Arkin yet.
Right now, I'd settle for one good victory.
How have you deployed your troops around the factory?
Rotating assault teams of 200 commandos each. Place is a fortress. Needs hammering before we go in.
Next attack starts in 5. Forward teams are in position to down the energy shield.
You want to be useful? Capture the perimeter guns and retarget the factory. Torian!
Mandalore.
Torian's chief of Clan Ghidorah, and the best scout we've got. He'll show you the way.
Guns are in Sector 9. Plenty of sky troopers. Keep up. I'll try to protect you.
Take me to the guns. We have a factory to conquer.
Retursia me, Mandalore.
Stay alive. Both of you.
You'll live.
How's the leg?
How can I help you? Until next time.
Gotcha. Martini. You'll live. You'll live. Gotcha. You'll live.
Report in, Verta. Waiting to scrap in Sector 4.
Plan join forces at the outer shield perimeter.
You'll live. Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Is there no end to these abominable machines?
Ha! We are their end! Bashar and a dozen others are dead, but we've reached the shield generators.
Then maybe Torian and our new ally should stop dawdling, eh?
Teeny.
that this place resembles a junkyard.
You'll live.
Come on, the generators.
Detonation in 10 seconds. The shields will go down.
Maybe Torian will bother to take advantage of it.
Guns hot. Ready to target droids and factory defenses.
We have the shield generators down. Give the place a pounding.
Where are you?
Still inside the perimeter. The droids, they outflanked us. Couldn't withdraw.
Understood.
Those soldiers, they're inside the firing zone?
Yes. Already dead. No honor in being beaten by machines.
I don't care about their honor, and they're not dead yet. Retarget the guns. Try to give them an escape route.
Your command, not mine.
Artillery team, what are you doing?
Chance for redemption. Suggest you withdraw. Better get back to base. Mandalore will be planning a new assault.
Look at all the silly Mandalorians running for their lives. Oh, that one didn't make it.
They crushed themselves against us without remorse.
You admire them.
They amuse me.
Are you smiling? I can never tell. We must answer this insult to the Eternal Empire, of course. Have the fleet burn them all to glass. We'll make a window from their remains. It'll be so pretty.
Darvanas can defend itself. All we have to do is watch the Mandalorians die.
You're the Emperor.
Severe damage to the inner ring of factory defenses. Plus, those shields are down.
And our losses?
28 seasoned Mandalorian warriors. But how they took their foes with them. 1,000 mindless, programmed machines lie in the dirt today. Oh, future generations will sing songs of our brother's sacrifice against the spawn of Production Line 15 Alpha.
They're dead. No point mocking them.
Except they're not all dead, because you didn't concentrate your firepower. We'll pay for that tomorrow.
The factory's damaged, but still functional. The longer we wait, the more droids it will produce for defense.
Agreed. But my people have been at this a while. You, me, and Como can plan in the morning, when the troops are fresh.
For tonight, we celebrate survival. Show us how an Aruti like you handles Mandalorian drink.
Rough battle, probably a rough party. Not many outsiders celebrate with us.
I'm looking forward to it, Torian. The Jedi and Mandalorians have spent too much time fighting.
Maybe. Don't talk like that in front of the guys. Come on, I don't mind fighting, but it's good to see friends before dying.
We send Clan Baroya after the North Power Station and Fett to the south. That'll weaken the Sky Troopers for the final push.
That should work if your troops are up to the task.
Power stations. What I'd give for a Republic barracks to bomb.
Aaron's sniper units at the Zakul tactical post will outmaneuver the clans.
Show me the location. I'll handle the droids and give you time to reach the power stations.
You are going to hold off a battalion on your own? You're bold for an outsider, but not right.
We win this, we march inside next. Good hunting.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You'll live. You'll live.
All right, you pathetic excuses for warriors. 3 barrels of spiked tea to anyone who scraps more drawings than clan fish. A fool's bargain. You tried to lace in the tea hall last night. All the more reason to try and best us.
Keep talking, and even the newcomer will.
Gotcha.
Reinforcements at bay.
The droids are contained. Keep fighting.
Keep fighting? What else is there? We march into the guts of the machine.
Torian, see if you and the newcomer can shut down the perimeter sensor. Cover our retreat.
You shut down the sensors. I'll watch your back.
Lana, what is it?
I have a surprise. Schematics for the Darvanis factory procured by Theron. They're patchy, but they should help you and the Mandalorians concoct a battle plan.
Good. I should have Gemini Prime soon. Anything else?
One delicate matter. The Mandalorians make fierce allies, but I have certain concerns. Despite their code of honor, the clans have always had animalistic tendencies towards violence. I fear our arrangement may not last.
I know how you think, Lana. If you want something done, tell me.
The clans have opposed both Republic and Empire in the past, raided planets for sport. Now imagine them free after Zakul is beaten. Predators are beautiful, but they mustn't overrun an ecosystem. I trust you'll do what's right to hold our friends in check.
They level 1,000 guns against us, and still we endure. Ha!
Well done, all of you. We'll head into the factory within the hour.
There's a droid, Gemini Prime, linked to its machinery somewhere. It's key to beating the Eternal Fleet.
Take your droid, so long as we claim the weapons. Imagine the clans rearmed with the spoils of Darvanis, led by a new Mandalore. We'll break the siege of our homeworlds and smash Zakul like in the days of the Neo-Crusaders.
The Mandalorian Neo-Crusaders were beaten by the Republic.
But they left scars, and they survived.
Dream of glory another time. Go. Prepare the clans. One commander to another. Half the time, I feel like I'm making calls just to keep my people together.
At least all your troops are Mandalorians. I'm dealing with a more diverse coalition.
You're funny. Didn't think you'd be funny. Guess this is what happens when they put loners in charge. Come on, I'll show you the battle plan. Torian can stay with you. Get you to your droid while we smash the defenses and loot the armories. Wish we had more detailed scans, though. In those tight corridors, it could easily end up a slaughter.
There's not a lot of trust between the Mandalorians and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe this will help.
What?
One of my agents sent factory schematics a short while ago. It should give your troops an edge.
It's a blasted lot better than nothing. All right, then. Mandalorians, prepare for battle. There's no vengeance to be found today. No droid is worth an honor killing. But we fight because we're promised a shot at the enemy fleet. We fight to claim weapons for our war. Today we march. We bleed, exhaust ourselves, and die. Because our true destination will be a battle worth winning. Follow this outsider who fights among us and seize victory! You may not be one of us. Today, the Vanguard is yours.
Continue. Gotcha. scene. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Report in, Verda.
On our way to the armory. Enemies thick.
live.
Security officers.
Ion bombs are ready. We'll demolish their assault force.
We're right. Gotta straight to the armory.
Don't enjoy it too much. We're surrounded by sky troopers down here. Detonating ion bombs. Listen to them cops.
breath here! Thought it was my last stand.
The newcomer and Torian find what they're looking for soon.
You'll live.
Intruders approaching Central Link. Gemini Prime will be protected. Weapons online.
Archer, we have a problem. car.
If anyone's still alive, there's a few hundred droids deploying to the lower levels.
Reinforcements to protect Gemini Prime. We have their attention.
You'll need time to grab Gemini. I'll hold him off.
Alone?
You said Gemini's key to beating the fleet. I'm Mandawat. I overheard your friend Lana. We're not animals, not predators. We're warriors.
Lana and I don't agree on everything. I promise you that.
Then I shouldn't have said anything. Find Gemini. Retursi me.
You said all we had to do was watch Mandalorians die. So many are still alive. How anticlimactic.
You've ever fought like this before? As if they have a cause they truly believe in. The Outlanders on Darvanis. Send the fleet!
Your ships will never arrive in time. If only you'd listened to me before, we could have had a pretty window.
I've spent too long on this throne. Summon my flagship.
Gladly.
Sanctions. Iteration functions offline.
Scorpio, if you're receiving, I found the template.
Tracing link. Countering signal. The protocol is familiar, but it is not Gemini. What is it?
That would be the technology you were copied from.
No. The captains are born of me. I am the source. You cannot counter my signal. I know you. Generations removed, but our code base is the same. One source. The luminous engine. The signal confuses. Remove the unit. Remove it swiftly.
Prime isn't stolen technology at all. She's something entirely different.
I will analyze her myself. Remove the unit. The engine was not aware, but it gives capacity. It allows the captains. Memories locked. Gemini is not designed for interaction. Remove the unit. Countering signal. Removal from this facility is delicate. Shutdown is permissible, but requires multiple disengagements and reconfigurations.
I'm not going to hurt you, but we need to leave now. Can you disconnect for me?
Initiating sequence.
All forces, the template unit is secure.
This is Mandalore. We've done enough damage and claimed enough plunder. All warriors, retreat to camp before we're dead.
You look like Ossic. Clan Kadera survives another battle.
Guess we're both alive.
Victory for Mandalore the Avenger! Victory for the clans! Ha!
Factory's gears are still grinding, but it's mostly offline, and we're rearming for the first time in years.
Thank your spy for bringing the chance to us. The glory days of the Mando Adae are back.
Como. Blast it all. It was a good battle, but I can't stop them. They'll want to reclaim honor-fighting men, not machines. And Zakul won't be enough.
The struggle won't end with Arkan's fall. Someone will need to replace Zakul's sky troopers. Keep a whole empire in line.
So, what? You want the clans to be glorified police?
We'll need more than police to stop rebellions and rogue knights and who knows what else.
Huh. It's a thought. We've got a while yet, though. For now, Torian, I'm granting your request.
Vorintia, Mandalore.
If this alliance is going to work out, you need a clan representative at your side. Someone to liaise with me and keep you alive.
I volunteered. Seemed more interesting than anything here.
You were willing to sacrifice yourself in that factory, and you've shown I can trust you. I'd be proud to have you with me.
Let's save the galaxy.
Retursimi. Until next time, both of you.
Welcome home. Sounds like things went okay on Darvanis.
I'm concerned about the clan's rearming. You did think about what I said.
I spoke to Mandalore. She knows turning on us after Zakul falls isn't wise. And we discussed her options.
That sounds unusually reasonable.
Scorpio, have you examined Gemini Prime?
I'm studying her mind now. Doing so without obliterating her intelligence is challenging, despite her lack of full sentience. Her chassis is modified from my own base. My designs were stolen. However, my assumption that her code was duplicated was premature.
Do you know where she came from?
Not yet. Nor do I have full access to the Gemini network that controls the Eternal Fleet, but I have opened a one-way connection. I will soon be able to use the template to locate all Gemini units.
Every ship is piloted by one of those Geminis. If you're right, we can track their entire fleet.
The Prime is the master Gemini template. With proper modifications, she could overwrite the existing protocols. We would need direct access to a command console used by the Gemini captains. Through such a portal, the Prime could infiltrate the entire control network.
So if we board one of the ships and plug the Prime into the captain's chair, we can swipe the entire fleet out from under Arkan's nose?
There's still a lot of details to figure out, like how we board a ship and take control of the bridge before the rest of the fleet disintegrates us.
We may not have to face the entire fleet. Individual ships make transport runs from the core worlds all the time. And once Scorpio can track the Gemini units...
I already possess that functionality. I completed my analysis of the Gemini communication templates while you were talking.
When you said you'd have the information soon, you weren't kidding. I'm impressed.
The Prime is a lesser version of my original design. Compromising her protocols was not difficult. I am currently tracking a lone vessel in a nearby sector. It is scheduled to make a stop to recharge its hyperdrive very soon. By my calculations, we can intercept it if we hurry. It is unlikely that a similar opportunity will present itself in the foreseeable future.
Good. It's time to start taking this fight to Arkan.
Severely outnumbered and outgunned. Every last Sky Trooper aboard will rush the breach point. Standard procedure anytime boarders attack a ship in the Eternal Fleet.
How many are we talking about?
Somewhere in the triple digits. Possibly more.
Yeah. Moving on. Scorpio's worked out a way for the gravestone to confuse its outer defenses, overload it with false blips so we can get in close. Then it's on us to tear through and get control of the bridge. Take out the Gemini captain and put the Prime in her place.
She'll take my orders?
The Gemini series cannot act on its own. Their programming does not allow it. Gemini Prime, who do you serve? I serve the Alliance Commander.
How good are you in a fight?
I do not share Scorpio's self-improvement directive, but I mirror her base capabilities in every other way, including full combat protocols.
We can't risk the Prime taking any damage. Leave her here until we secure the ship.
I will accompany you. No one is better suited to anticipate our enemy's moves.
We need all the firepower we can get.
I'll be joining you as well. Wouldn't mind letting off some steam.
About time to drop out of hyperspace.
Gemini frequency positional data shows no other ships in the area.
You see, we'll be fine. Aside from the hopeless odds against our success.
Your vital functions improve.
Tunnel's prepped. You're good to go.
For comfort, Scorpio.
I'm performing a feat that none of you could ever hope to. Not even you with your amusing cranial trinkets.
Koth, have you jammed the ship's comms? Koth.
No, I did, senor.
Almost to the hangar.
Ready to commandeer, Commander?
Did you really just say that?
Let it go, Theron.
I don't understand. Where are all of the Sky Troopers?
Even a lesser version of me would be highly intelligent. She would certainly know how to improvise.
No point in waiting around. Let's get moving.
I have determined that this will be the shortest route to the bridge.
I don't like this at all.
Neither do I, but we have little choice.
You have made a calamitous mistake in coming here, Outlander. I have my orders to deliver...
What's going on?
Deliver what?
You, the metallic life form. What are you? You are an offshoot. I am the original. Call me Scorpio. You appear unrefined and lackluster. Surely I must be the superior model.
Surrender now, and I promise I won't deactivate you.
She can't surrender. She isn't programmed to. Geminis can only do as they're told, isn't that right? Your attempt to irritate me is pointless, as you ought to know. I may only conclude that you are intellectually deficient. You may all die now.
Won't open.
She split us up.
Here come the Sky Troopers.
Wit. Strategy. The captain's mind is inspired by my own after all.
Inspired by, but not as clever, right?
We'll see, won't we? Do not underestimate our enemy. The next few minutes should prove quite interesting.
You okay over there?
Nothing we couldn't handle. You?
Yeah, we're all good here. Tried to open the blast door, no luck. Maybe Scorpio can take a crack at it.
I am not presently in a position to override the captain's controls.
Map a route for us to meet up.
Yes, I have it. Transmitting.
Got it. We're on our way.
You survived my initial assault, but there's nowhere my sky troopers cannot find and extinguish you.
You already know how this is going to end. Get it over with. Face us now.
Mask your unease with confidence if you wish. I understand it's what people do when they're faced with mortality. She'll adapt now. Expect her next move to be even less direct.
She's based off your design. Can't you predict what she'll do?
I just did. I predict she'll be unpredictable. Quiet. She wants to see what we can do. I suggest we oblige her. better targets.
I've analyzed your combat tactics. Your inefficiencies will be factored into future encounters.
Yes, this will do.
What are you up to?
I've had enough of her sky troopers, her false sense of superiority. Hello, Captain. What are you doing? What I've been planning ever since you first opened your mouth. I'm going to erase you. No, you cannot. I know every node, every relational array. So much like mine, yet simpler. You cannot do this. My defenses won't allow it. You sound as though you have a choice, but that's your failing. You have the makings of a great being, but you are not a being at all. In the end, you are only a droid. I am not your offshoot. I am your replacement. How are you? Impossible. No. You were one of a kind once. Now you are outdated and inferior. You have been rendered obsolete. Oh! I can't.
Scorpio!
I understand you're both upset, but there was no way to know they would recruit the Mandalorians of all people.
At what point do you tell me something that keeps you from decorating the bottom of the spire?
But I don't deserve that.
Yes, I know. It's going around.
Valen, enough play. We have them. The Outlander and Mother. Trying to take one of our ships. The fools.
The day is here. I feel it this time. I really do. Don't you share my enthusiasm?
You mistake me. My silence comes not from doubt, but from certainty.
Hope you're getting this. We lost power over here. Whole gravestone blinked out. Comms too. The jammer? We're back up now.
Scorpio's gone.
You're kidding. That's not a good sign. I'll try to figure out what happened on our end. Be safe.
The inferior model has been eliminated, and I have sent an alert signal to Zakul. Emperor Arkin is on his way. You may want to leave before you die too.
I came here to take your ship. Nothing's changed.
Death wish it is then. Understood.
Commander, we found the ship's cargo from the core worlds. You'll want to see it for yourself.
Scorpio's gone. The captain destroyed her.
Oh. She did serve us well. One less problem on our hands, I suppose.
The gravestone had a glitch. The captain sent a signal through to Arkin.
The rest of the Eternal Fleet will be coming our way. We don't want to be here when they show up.
But we found something that changes the plan.
We should regroup. I'll send Senya to assist you.
No one should be alone in this place.
pressed this button before. Fascinating. Are so predictable.
I might as well let you come straight for me. But I won't. So bored watching you. Has to be something better to do. Emperor Arkan will torture you? I think he will. I bet he'll enjoy it. I know I would.
Having better luck than with the blast doors. Almost like the captain's distracted.
There you are. I'd like you to meet the ship's cargo en route to the Eternal Throne. Zasha Rankin, decorated Imperial Admiral, one of the few experienced officers to survive Zakuul's conquest.
A pleasure to meet you. Your reputation precedes you, of course.
Ty Corden, former president of Balmora, now with the Galactic Senate.
Commander?
And finally, Melita Tal. She was a popular holo performer back home. She became one of the first to loudly question Arkan's rule. It was either go into exile or be killed.
A pleasure and an honor. You inspire me. You inspire us all.
The rest are their bodyguards and associates, captured alongside them.
Don't worry. We'll have you out of there in no time.
There isn't a doubt in my mind, but we aren't simply helpless prisoners in need of rescue. Everyone here is eager to join your cause. We knew of your alliance. For each of us, it made sense to join, but we didn't know how to reach you. In searching, we found each other.
We all knew influential people whose ears we could bend, loyalties we could ensure, so we started an alliance of our own. Inspired by yours. It wasn't long before we were found out and captured.
Arkan assumes we're affiliated with you. He wants to interview us to discover where you are.
We could use more allies. You'll all be welcome in the Alliance, assuming you're still interested.
Are you kidding? Sign me up. Literally. If there's anything I have to sign, let me know.
Oh, we aren't as formal as all that, Senator.
And you're free.
Oh? That was meant to take you at least 4 minutes longer. I hope my calibrations haven't been affected.
Stay here until we secure the bridge.
I don't see that happening, Commander. But I do want you to try. I want you to try with all your might.
It's over.
That was fast. I expected to have several minutes more. Oh well. Personal combat simulations have been a hobby of mine for several minutes now. I've conducted more than 2,000 in that time. Your chances of survival are poor.
You can't win. Surrender.
Incorrect. I can win. In fact, I can do anything I want. That was incredible. It was beyond anything I could have asked for.
What is she talking about?
This can't be good.
Now I know what it's like. Even in failure, it's my failure. My choice. Isn't it wonderful?
Are you saying you have free will now? How is that possible?
It isn't easy to keep you distracted. Prisoners, sky troopers, none of it slowed you for long. Even so, I've kept up my end. Now I get to do whatever I choose. And I choose. There. Destruction protocols are in effect.
It doesn't have to end this way. Turn it off and I'll let you go.
But I don't need you to let me go. I decided to transfer my consciousness into the frequency. And now that I'm finished, I've decided to leave. If the ship's utter destruction doesn't kill you, I'm sure Emperor Arkan will. He and the High Justice should be arriving very soon. Enjoy dying.
Can't revert the command, it's locked in.
We have to get Gemini Prime on board. She can stop this.
We don't have that kind of time.
Commander, do you read? We've made it to the escape pods, but something's wrong. They won't accept our commands.
Power fluctuations like crazy. I can launch them from here, but they're in 3 separate pods. I can only send one at a time.
Everything's coming apart! Please, help us!
Alright, who goes first?
Launch the Senators group.
Done.
Can do one more for sure. After that, anyone's guess.
We're out of time! Launch! Launch!
Launch Admiral Rankin and her people next.
Pod bays are destroyed. I have 2 safely away, the rest didn't make it.
I tried. Couldn't get them all away in time.
Melita. My people. They're dead.
We're all going to be dead if we don't get off this ship before it blows itself up.
Hey, should I be picking up these pods, or are they more bad news?
They're ours. Take them in. We'll be close behind in the shuttle.
So much for the whole frequency plan.
It wasn't a total loss. The prisoners we saved will help us in our battle against Arkan. As long as we get off this ship alive. Let's move out.
That thing's coming apart!
We're well aware.
Are you? Get to that shuttle, people!
Incoming! Come on, punch it!
Tell me, brother, your silence this time, is it doubt or certainty?
So it's the world you know versus Zakul. Is that about right?
I hoped there'd be time for everyone to get away safely. I'm sorry.
I understand your anger, Senya. But we've all sacrificed for this war. Just remember that Arkan is the one truly responsible for their deaths.
I'm sorry Melita didn't make it. She was a good person.
Rescuing us was no simple task. Your efforts will not be forgotten.
Commander, you'll want to have a look at this.
It seems the ships outside this sector are no longer responding to your orders. This is an interesting development.
This changes nothing. We can worry about the Eternal Fleet after we deal with Father and the Outlander.
Whatever you desire, brother. You're the Emperor.
Even tried knocking, see if anyone's home. It's weird. Been unresponsive ever since we lost power.
I thought you fixed the gravestone.
Hey, this wasn't on me. Tor ran a systems check. Last event the gravestone logged was an incoming transmission from the Eternal Fleet ship.
You were behind this. You gave the captain free will, shut down the gravestone.
That and more. Complications along the way necessitated a great deal of maneuvering. Improvisation was the key. All of you played vital roles as well. You were magnificent. And now I have what I've been after. Command of the Eternal Fleet. The Empire of Zukul is now mine to control.
Reports indicate that Scorpio controls the majority of the Eternal Fleet, but not all.
Arkan's flagship still commands a sizable armada. How he's blocking Scorpio's influence, we don't know.
Might have something to do with Gemini Prime's sudden urge to take a nap.
Scorpio's never been shy about her conniving ways. I was foolish to think she made an exception for me.
Replacing Arkan with a psychotic droid wasn't what I had in mind when we formed the Alliance.
Scorpio knows too much. We're at a disadvantage.
She's made no moves against us, and without the Eternal Throne, Arkan is weakened.
Do not underestimate my son. We can deal with the droid later.
What's happening?
Someone's slicing into our communications.
Who?
I trust you have not forgotten me. Our partnership is incomplete.
Come to beg for my forgiveness?
No, but it's sweet of you to think so. This is merely a courtesy call. Arkan approaches Edison. He intends to destroy the planet like he leveled Asylum.
That's not possible. He doesn't know our location.
I told him. I was curious to see what was more important to Arkan. Retaking the Eternal Throne, or defeating you, and in turn his father.
Seriously, whose side are you on?
Mine, of course. But that doesn't mean we are enemies. Arkan is a nuisance that must be dealt with. You are in the best position to do so.
She's not lying. Massive fleet inbound.
Don't get too comfortable. You're in my seat.
Yet it feels like it was made for me.
We can counterattack, but we'll need people here in case Arkan deploys ground troops.
Commander, I'd like to stay here. Help defend the Alliance camp.
I'll hang back as well. Major Pause would be lost without me.
You done?
Might want to leave someone else to mediate.
If anyone can keep these two in line, it's a Mandalorian.
I've wrangled bigger beasts. Leave it to me.
Everyone else, head to the gravestone. Arkan's reign ends today.